Guess who's back? Back again. I don't want to get a copy strike, so I won't finish that one. Because, Austin doesn't like being bent over. Sometimes Austin never mind about that joke, but anyways, guys, yes. I am back, and I told you it was going to be a see you later. I didn't think I'd come back this fast, but I think the anger within me with, what's going on, because apparently anime YouTube can't do anything correctly half the time, and I kind of feel like I'm the shield hero, just cleaning up a bunch of idiots' mess and, just saying the truth, because sometimes I think people are just afraid to say the truth. And before this video begins, I just gotta say, if you don't like hearing the truth, I don't know what to tell you. Cry? Anyway, so let me just completely boldly say this right now, and so people can just, get the title, and, I just want to get the title out here, it's going to be one of those, oh, look, it's the title of the video. I truly do think the outrage for anime is fake, and, going through a lot of these things and seeing a lot of stuff, especially with the reason, I'm going to butcher the name, but Gippler, or however you say it, I know I cannot say that anime's name, so, yeah, I could care less. Don't worry. I'm not going to say, now fool me, okay? It'll be all fine. But anyways, let's get to, the best part of everything. The outrage culture with anime, and they had, 2 recent targets. Well, I'm going to be honest, they had multiple targets, and most of them just kind of fell over. But the ones that I was involved with mostly, and I know with the Goblin Slayer one, I didn't defend Goblin Slayer for the simple fact I just didn't think the writing was good enough to get away with it with an anime. Shield Hero did what it was supposed to, and I defended Shield Hero. It's one of those you pick your battles kind of thing, and I'm not going to just defend things that, the anime doesn't even do correctly, but we had My Hero with the whole thing, and, Dragon Maid. Those are the ones that come off the top of my head. I mean, we do have Fire Force, but that one, honestly, was just stupid in my opinion. But nonetheless, let's get to the breakdown of each, outrage. So, like everything with outrage, there's always groups of people that, just get irritated for no reason, because why? We want to be outraged. We want to feel angry. I mean, look at me. I get outraged when someone uses spicy mustard on hot dogs. You don't use that. It belongs on sandwiches. Stop it, okay? I know you people do that. I am watching you, and you do that. I'm going to come... Okay, anyways, I'm getting back to the point. Dragon Maid, we all remember the little spiel with that, because, the manga had, and, fan service. And I mean, the anime had fan service. I mean, we're going to talk about Dragon Maid a little bit further into this video, but people were outraged about the fan service. I mean, every time you go on Twitter, when someone does fan art of an anime girl or a girl from a video game, and they make their, chest region a very big, oh, their back, oh, their organs. You know what? Shut up. Who cares? It's a fictional character, damn it. Maybe I want to look at oversized stuff like that, Because this world sucks, and I need some happiness. Papa needs some goddamn big anime, oh pie. Okay? Do we get that? But anyways, continue on before I go on to entire motivational speech, as some may say. I'm going to say speak, because you know why? I do what I want now. YouTube can't stop me. But anyways, it probably can. But nonetheless, My Hero, the whole race thing, I questioned that. I'm like, wait, we're questioning everyone's race in the anime that's made in Japan. What? What's going on? I'm going to be honest, this one, I didn't really get into it for the simple fact that I just woke up and go, I have idiots that I have to deal with, and I have to grade people's work. I'd rather deal with people that are semi-intelligent, even though they're in college, and they really shouldn't be. They're no better than... Never mind, I'm continue on. Now we go to, the Shield Hero one. The real world issues that people still don't want to believe that, false allegations like that happen. I mean, I personally know that happens, and I know a friend of mine that has gone through that, and it ruins people's lives. And as much as people don't want to believe it doesn't happen, it does. This world isn't happy. It isn't spectacular. There's no dancing. There's no High School Musical. There's just depression. Because it's reality. And, as my famous Lord and Savior said, the purple thunderclap man with his... Okay, continue on. Reality is often disappointing, and it's honestly always disappointing. I mean, look at this. We don't have No Game No Life Season 2, and we're never going to get it.
But nonetheless, getting back onto topic, people just don't want to accept the fact that this is the world, and truth be told, it's funny because that was never the intention of the author. The author made a fictional situation that people can relate to, and I mean, I relate to it, and now Fumi, he went through horrible stuff. We all go through bad stuff, and I mean, we get beaten down, and we always, don't know what to do after, but we just find a reason to survive, and I mean, now Fumi finds himself in a world that hates him for a while, and what more motivational stuff do you need? I mean, he hates everyone equally. I don't get why people are like, oh, he just hates women. No. If you read the light novel later on, that's another character, but that's besides the point, because apparently people just don't know how to read, and I mean, if I actually was author or something like that, or a person doing news articles, I don't think people would want to read my articles, because people don't like reading. That's the point. But anyways, getting back to the point, we have Goblin Slayer, and this one, as I said, I can't defend completely for the simple fact, I just think they could have done better in the anime to use it this way, and I'm talking as a writer, knowing what to do and what to use, and ethics in a sense, but this one, as I said, I can understand, most of the stuff I can understand why people were outraged over, but it's just, Goblin Slayer was a really big screw up on Crunchyroll's part. They should have put that warning label that this is going to contain dark, subjects and stuff. But, people were getting so triggered over something that is called Goblin Slayer, and they were pulling everything out of nothing. I mean, just like with Shield Hero, they're pulling stuff, oh, this is a slavery apologist thing. No, it is not. If you watched the anime past episode 1, you'd know that, but, people just watch one episode and think they know it all and just go on Anime Feminist and do whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to call them out, because they're wonderful writers, and they're not. They don't even know what they're talking about. I mean, look at Anime's News Network. They don't even know what they're talking about half the time, and that's for research, but nonetheless, was the outrage worth it? And I'm going to run through, Dragon Maid and My Hero first. No, it wasn't. It's just a bunch of normies that don't understand how anime works, and, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, we have these normies coming in and acting like they know everything. I mean, we currently have shonen heads, I'm going to call them, coming in and say Slice of Life is boring because it's the same thing over and over, and I laugh because they watch Dragon Ball and the Big Three, Naruto and One Piece. I'm like, really? You're coming over here to say that to me? Look, Slice of Life makes us feel whole, because we're experiencing stuff we don't get to experience because we are locked in our own damn place. We don't like going out, but nonetheless, continue on before that gets too deep. Shield Hero, I don't think it was worth the outrage, because they never found anything that was logical. And, I mean, it's the thing that people can't handle the truth, and, I'm happy it brought up a conversation that people aren't talking about and are afraid to talking about. And I know people are going to get mad, real mad with me when I bring this one up, Goblin Slayer. As I said, there's a right way to do it, and there's ethics to writing. If you're going to just throw a character like that, I understand it's a fictional character, but if that, for instance, that sexual assault scene, it played a bigger part in the longer run, yeah, I mean, look at Berserk. Berserk did it well. But this one, it just felt like it was trying to be Berserk, but it never really got to it. And truth be told, if I was the studio, I would have done everything just try to avoid the outrage, because it's going to happen regardless. And Goblin Slayer, it did cut out some scenes. If you read the light novel and the manga and all that stuff, you'd know that they kind of bent the knee. I would have just done it the smart way. Just show it off, camera, and just, imply that it happened. But, yeah, they didn't do that. But nonetheless, the, two missed ones that a lot of people miss for some reason is, I'm going to butcher their names, Ari Ferretti and Glimpner. As I said, I am not going to be able to pronounce that name whatsoever, even when I do my review, so I really apologize in advance. Someone's going to correct me, don't worry, because everyone on YouTube is apparently a language speaker of Japanese. They're like some professional PhD person, because, you have to be right on the internet because you have nothing better to do. But nonetheless, besides ranking on people, not Friday, we had, a female doing that to a male, but everyone was deadly quiet. No one really cared, and I mean, as I said, I apologize in advance. Glipner, It's probably German, and I can't say it because I can't speak German for the life of me unless I can type it. But it had an almost sexual assault, and nothing happened. It's almost like they don't really care unless it's popular. I wonder. Yeah, we're going to break these into parts to make it easier for you guys to, unfollow. But anyways, getting on to the next part. Now, since we're going to bring up anime and all this stuff, we got to talk about, the streaming services like Funimation and Crunchyroll. And let's talk about the old Crunchyroll and the old Funimation. And I'm not going to take any sides, truthfully, with any of them because they're both equally pretty bad, in my opinion, even though Funimation right now isn't doing so hot because they keep doing a lot of dumb things and, they kind of are asking for it at this point. But anyways, Crunchyroll, it used to be very anti, I don't know how to put it, like fan service for a little while. That's what I got from it when I got it first. And I'm talking way back then. But recently it's been getting better, but we'll get to that. And Funimation, Funimation used to be really freaking cool. They didn't really care, and I'll bring up an example because I know a lot of people are thinking Funimation always has been this social justice warrior thing. No, actually, if you look at the dub that they did of Is This a Zombie, they have very anti, LGBT jokes. And, the thing is, the way I view jokes about that is, if you're going to be fair to everyone, no one should be able to, not be touched, in my opinion. That's just what comedy is. But, yeah, I made that joke. I hope anyone picked it up because, comedy, yeah. Sorry, bad joke. Anyways, continue on. Yes, so Funimation's very hypocritical in my opinion. I still really think they are, and they changed for the worse. And this all started to happen when Crunchyroll and Funimation split, and, a recent thing too, a lot of bringing up about Funimation is the, subtitles and the dubs being completely changed. We can't forget about the Dragon Maid thing and the other, I forgot the anime. I think it was actually from a visual novel that they changed, lolicon to the other word, which, I'm just like, okay, there's a huge difference, but it's almost the same thing, but just the term is a bit more heavy, and I think it was misused, in my opinion. I can understand both sides of the argument with that one, but the Dragon Maid one was really obvious. It's just, come on now. And the thing is, Funimation needs to really look through their directors and the higher-ups. And we still will never forget what they did to the interspecies reviewers. How do you get something and completely drop it and try to play the high road when you have Valkyrie Drive Mermaid on your streaming service? Really? And I know people use DxD. No, DxD never went as far as that. DxD's quite tamed, especially to the Testament sister New Devil. If we want to bring that up, if I remember, they did the dub for that, and they used to have it on the streaming service until Crunchyroll, said, we're going to take it. And, this is the thing I love. I love seeing them do, because they're such hypocrites, and let's go to Crunchyroll. As I said, I'm not taking any sides. This may not be as strong as Funimation's thing, but Crunchyroll has a tendency to favor, the boy-on-boy stuff, or boy love, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot the term of it because I am doing this as I am under stress from college. But anyways, we want to talk about that. Even the Crunchyroll awards, we all know are really never accurate. I was just really surprised with Rolf Talia winning that one. It was a huge surprise, but it's just, this is the stuff that's why I don't trust any streaming services. And we want to talk about, Crunchyroll starting to pick up things. Insect Island, the OVA, and I'm going to be honest, I really am happy a lot of people kind of ignored it, because, truth be told, if you give something attention, you complain about it, you're going to give it more popularity, and Insect Island has a very weird scene, and truth be told, when I get upset about certain scenes in anime, it's not that I'm against that. I'm like, you could do whatever you want, but, there's a site for everything, as I said, and anime really gets a very bad rep as it is, and I don't want people to think anime is just this fan service kind of stuff, because that's the first thing they think of when they see, Insect Island. And I know, Healer Hero, whatever that's going to be another very controversial thing, and I'm not going to touch upon it because I don't really have a positive opinion on that, because, as I said, you are able to do whatever you want with your creative freedom. I think certain, things would be better off as on different sites. I mean, because there's a group for it. People like that stuff, and I understand that, but I don't think Crunchyroll doesn't have a good track record with putting the right, tags, as we would call it. I mean, we all remember the Goblin Slayer stuff, yeah. But I just think that kind of stuff should have its own site. I mean, truth be told, I was always hoping Funimation would pick up that kind of stuff and have its own, adult site on Funimation, and that would be, a very good idea, honestly. It could, work and make a lot of money because people are always, on that, they want that stuff. And, I would love to see something like that for that crowd of people, because everyone deserves something, unless it's illegal. Yeah, we all know there's certain things that shouldn't be allowed, but nonetheless, truth be told, we're gonna suffer due to, Funimation split and Crunchyroll split. I didn't see it right away. I'm starting to see the, after effects right now, because now Funimation's buying out stuff, and I don't trust Funimation anymore. It's just I had so much trust in them. I really did, and seeing that for some reason they swapped, I don't know what the heck happened. Truth be told, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to use the phrase a lot of people use, go woke, go broke. That's what's going to happen, and I hope it doesn't happen for the fact I don't wish people to lose their jobs. That's, at the end of the day, that's how I roll with stuff I don't agree with. I know people on the, spectrum that I am on with that are very extremist, and I say you guys are no better than what you hate, in a sense, but no, we really are screwed, because if Crunchyroll just decides to stop being the way they are right now, we have Sentai and Amazon doesn't really care, but it's just, out of Funimation and Crunchyroll, those are the two that are, most seek that isn't Hulu. Hulu is more than anime, so that's why I'm not going to include it in it right away. I know a lot of people watch anime on Hulu, but Funimation's starting to pull stuff from actually Hulu, if I remember correctly. I know my pal actually was telling me that he couldn't find certain animes on there, which I wasn't surprised, because Funimation's trying to make its money. I know, everyone's hustling for money these days, but it's just, we have Amazon and Sentai. Those are our only two, and I mean, Amazon's Amazon. Look at Twitch. That's all I gotta say, but it's just, it's really bad that we have to rely on Crunchyroll and because of Funimation. I know it's gonna flip-flop at some point, because that's just how it works. It's so weird, and I don't get why these companies are trying to appeal to a community that never is going to watch their stuff, truth be told, because people that complain about anime really aren't really that into anime. They're just there because people talk about it, and that's kind of why now I'm wishing anime never will go mainstream, because it's just going to get worse as we go on. But the whole wrap-up of everything, I'm going to briefly talk about some subjects. Fan service. Is it that bad? I don't think it is. I think people just need to grow the heck up, especially grown men that are complaining about fan service in anime. I'm like, do you not like women? That's my thing with when I hear grown men complain about fan service. I understand there's a good balance of it, and we get Mocking Key as the extreme, in my opinion, or Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, where it just disrupts the story. Unless it doesn't have anything to do with the story, it's just there, I can understand. I mean, truth be told, we all watch our trash animes and that we all enjoy. I know people love SAO. I love making that joke, but please know that's a joke. But anyways, continue on to the next one. Is sexual assault wrong to use in a story? No, it is not. It is actually not. I mean, look at Berserk. Berserk used it correctly. If you're just going to throw it in there for the hell of it, just, come on. Make it... Good old freaking, you know what? I don't want to say that word because YouTube doesn't like me, but screw it. Make a hentai. Honestly, if you're going to do that kind of stuff. I mean, there's a crowd for everything, and that's why I wish the anime for Goblin Slayer did it better. I really did, and it's kind of sad, going through, the first light. I was just like, oh, wow. But anyways, now, to my social outrage theory that I'm going to coin is... Truth be told, these people do not care what they say that they're upset about. Because, truth be told, if they were so passionate about the stuff that they were complaining about, Goblin Slayer with, that kind of stuff happening, it happens. It happens in real life. Why aren't people going anywhere to stop that kind of stuff? Oh, that's right, because they really don't care. I mean, Shield Hero, why are people not going out to stop that kind of stuff in the real world? Because they don't care. That's what it comes down to. They just want to be outraged. They just want to feel that they fit into a group. And as the humans... we we want to fit in. We want to have that social interaction, and they find it's easier to do it that way. That's why I don't always get too bent out of shape unless it's really stupid stuff and made up stuff. That's usually how it happens with me, and I get in a whole long rant like this video, but it's just, as I keep saying, if people actually complained about Shield Hero with its, slavery stuff and went out to stop it, I couldn't complain because they actually are, they're trying to fix it. But in reality, nothing's going to happen when you're typing on a keyboard. Nothing. Don't just say something, do something. Stop acting like you care when you really don't, people. That's why I'm never going to believe this outrage stuff is ever true. I just think people just have nothing better to do in the end of the day, and people just need to shut up and just accept that the world's the way it is because you people keep never doing anything to fix it. You complain and complain, yet you don't go out and try to stop it. I mean, if I hate something so much, I'm going to try to do something to change it. That's just who I am. That's not being lazy. That's being a smart person. I don't know what else to say, but the wrap-up of everything is I really hope people just, stop buying into this outrage culture because truth be told, as I keep saying, it's not real. They just are complaining for no reason. There's no actual full-on outrage. It's just blind hate. And, they are what they hate at the end of the day, basically. But thank you guys for honestly watching this entire video. I did cut some things short for the simple fact I wanted to get across to it because I didn't think spending another extra 10 to 11 minutes. By the way, this video was going to be 30 minutes long, but I cut it short. But yeah, I got what I wanted across, and truth be told, I think the biggest issue right now in the anime community is that we need to stop just getting irritated over things like fan service. We really do need to stop doing that. I mean, another thing too is that people need to stop thinking that anime needs to happen right away when we're in what's going on right now. It's so stupid that people are getting irritated about that. But what can you do? People are stupid. And I mean, hey, I'm glad people are enjoying what they want to enjoy. Just, if you don't enjoy something, don't watch it. That's how I think about it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. And I'll catch you in probably a review or something like that. Who knows? Thank you, though. And this is Austin, signing out. Peace.